Welcome back to Behind the Bands. I'm here with Dawn and Gary from New Day Dawn. Guys, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm not trying to be all rock star, but the sun is glaring and it's in my eyes. So
it looks like you're outside.
Ah, there you go. We are sort of.
Well,
we're on the Shiprock cruise. I wish.
Well, I'm not trying to be rock star either, but I lost my voice a little bit here, so we're going to muddle through this, and I'm going to let Dawn and Gary do most of the talking. But we're here at the Millennium Music Conference. Tell us a little bit about your involvement here at the conference and how it's going.
Sure. This is our 4th year playing Millennium Music Conference. Our first year here was in 2010, I believe. We played a show last night at Puppies. Millennium Music Conference is great. There's bands from all over the country that come here. Mostly, actually all different genres, but it happens to be a really good conference for hard rock, which is one of the reasons we like it. Pennsylvania happens to be a great area, you know, a lot of fans that support hard rock. John Moyer was the host and MC of our show last night, and he happens to be our producer, so it's nice to see him. What else? Gary.
Yeah, what she said.
When you talk about John Moyer being your producer, give him a little more details behind it. What exactly did he produce? And I believe he played on some of your music too, didn't he?
I don't think he played.
Just produced.
No, he's been on stage with us before, which is fun. The EP that we have out now, Rise Above This, has 5 songs, 2 of which John produced. But we're working on a bunch of new material, 4 songs with John now. The last time he sort of came in right before we were about to record, and so everything was kind of rushed.
Yeah.
This time we're Gary's like,
coming up with drum parts the morning of the
tracking.
recording session. Right.
So this time we're doing it right. We've been working with him on the actual songwriting process, and the band is rehearsing the songs. So we're going to do that for a couple months and get
playing
these songs.
them out live, like Fire is a new song that he's been working on
with us. Yeah, and then we're going to do another record.
Now, you guys just nailed a really cool show that you guys got coming up. Tell everybody a little bit about that.
Yay! We did, Revolver Magazine is doing a tour called The Hottest Chicks in Hard Rock with Sick Puppies and Lacuna Coil as the headliners. They've been picking local bands in each of the markets to open for that show, and we snagged the show at the Chameleon Club in Lancaster. There was a Battle of the Bands last weekend that we surprisingly won.
That's not a surprise. She's being humble, guys.
Well, because we were the out-of-town band, and you know they had a lot of local support for the local bands. But we're very excited, and we get to come back this Thursday, February 27th. We'll be playing first, so I think doors open at 5:30. We probably go on at 6:30. Is my guess. Yeah. But I'm so excited to meet Sick Puppies. They're one of my favorite bands.
So, are you got any questions you're dying to ask a band like that? Anything you want to talk to Emma about from Sick Puppies?
I don't know anything specifically. I mean, I definitely think dynamics in bands that have, you know, both men and women in them are very different than dynamic than a band that's all guys. I was just talking about this last night with somebody. I really appreciate the guys in my band because I know a lot of guys like to be in bands for the fraternal, like the fraternity nature of it, and it's like the boys get together and they're like partying and it's like a boys club. And so I know that my guys, you know, they're with me for the music and the friendship. I mean, look, we're a married couple, so it's not like, you know, we're not the funnest rock star partiers that there is to be with.
Well, speak for yourself.
How many gummy bears did you eat last night?
I was going to say,
gummy bears last night.
I heard a story about some gummy bears, so I don't know if you want to sell yourselves too short on that one there. Hey, but you were talking about being a female front woman too. We were talking at breakfast this morning about, you know, lyrically sometimes you write from a different perspective maybe than a male singer. I thought that's kind of interesting maybe to share with people.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I think I mean, look, it's funny. You look at the Hottest Chicks in Hard Rock tour, and one of the headlining bands doesn't even have a female lead singer, right? And I mean, Sick Puppies, as good as they are, and Emma's incredible, it's not really a female-fronted band. It's not a female perspective, and I think it says a lot about where we are right now in the music, industry with hard rock and women. They're making a comeback. You've got Hailstorm, you got in This Moment, and Lacuna, Coil, and a bunch of bands.
But New Day Dawn.
I still don't think there's enough, and I think that there's a mature. I could take these off now. I'm feeling very poserish with these on. I think there's a mature female voice that's kind of missing in rock, and that's what I'm trying to bring back.
And then I think you guys are getting ready soon to head to South by Southwest, right? Again.
Yep, this will be our 3rd year. Why don't you talk about this?
No, you're much better at it.
That's why I make such a good couple. I do all the talking, and he just agrees. Right? They say, happy wife, happy life.
Yes, happy wife, happy band.
March 11th, we're going down to South by. We're excited this year. We're going to be playing 2 outdoor stages. There's over 1,500 bands that play in the 4 days. 1,500, and about 250,000 people that descend on Little Austin. And so to get anyone's attention anywhere in the city for those 4 days, it's tough. You are competing at any given time with thousands of other bands. And one of the things that makes that a little easier is to get on an outdoor stage, because then you just have all the people that are walking and they're like, ooh, what's that? Let's go listen. So the outdoor stages are the places to be, and most of them are reserved for like the sign bands. I mean, the Foo Fighters have gone down there, and the White Stripes, and I mean, Jay-Z one year.
Was playing next door to us last year.
Yeah, so it's hard to get on an outdoor stage, and we're lucky enough to be on 2 of them this year. So
and they managed to be on Rocklahoma. I guess that was just a year ago, so that was probably pretty cool too.
That was cool too, and that actually came out of last year's South by Southwest. The promoter had seen us and was like, "How would you guys like to play Rocklahoma? I just had a slot open up."
The answer, of course, was immediately yes, right?
Yes, and then I said, "Honey, we have to rent a van and drive 22 hours to Oklahoma over Memorial Day weekend." And he said, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Hey, so I noticed this, we met you just after a show, become friends with you guys immediately after a show, and I noticed you doing the same thing last night. Talk about your relationship with your fans, because you guys are real approachable, and I mean, we were friends with you within 5 minutes when we met you, so talk a little bit about your relationship with your fans.
I mean, the fans are everything. If without fans, we're nobody, and so to me, anyone who comes up and says, "I like your music, I like what you guys are doing," that's somebody I just first want to throw my arms around and hug and say thank you. But it's all the fans that talk about us and spread the word. I mean, that's how this is growing, and it is. It's like we see it now every day on our Facebook page and on Twitter, and just the people coming to our shows is just saying.
And you start to see the same people at the shows, and it makes it more fun too, because you know them, and it's like it's like a little reunion too, or a party. With gummy bears, but
Yeah, so I love when people come up and talk to me, and it's funny because when you're on the other side of the table and you're a fan, sometimes you think, I don't want to go bother the band, I don't want to talk to them. I've had that same feeling with bands that I've admired over the years.
And yet we harass the crap out of you. We bother you all the time.
But then I should know that that's ridiculous, because on the other side of it, I want people to come up to me. I want input. I want to know how the show was. That's really great.
Definitely helps.
Well, we mentioned what you guys got coming up next. I want to thank you for being back on Behind the Bands again. I apologize for the voice. It's a rock and roll thing, I guess you'd say.
Sounds sexy. So, like it.
First time I've been accused of that probably ever. Yeah. But, Dawn and Gary from New Day Dawn, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Thanks.